Well, hello. It's so good to see you. I didn't know if anyone would be about actually. It was a pretty random time to come on for a live. How the hell are you? It feels like ages since I've spoken to anyone. It's so good to see you. You're going to have to refresh my memory, Will. Where are you from? Are you in New Zealand? I think you are. If so, I hope you and your family are safe. You just bought a new truck because you smashed up your old one. Oh no, what happened? Were you okay? Was it a bad accident? Yeah, Wanaka, I thought you were in New Zealand, but I just couldn't remember. I'm fucking bad. I know I've got the worst memory. Anyway. Oh my God, you had a deer? Oh my shit. Were you okay? Because they can do some damage, yeah? Fuck that. I know my mum years ago told me that she had a cow once. Um, I know the car was fucked up, but she was okay, thank goodness. But yeah, scary shit. Are you out in the wops, like in the middle of nowhere? It's crazy. Julie, hi. It's good to see you. Yeah, it has been a long time between chats. I'm not working at the moment. I'm taking a bit of time off for my mental health. So I'm bored shitless, to be honest. Apart from making new videos, which I hope you're looking at. Very annoyed, Will, but never mind. You were at the time. Oh, God, that's awful, you poor bugger. It's good to see you guys. I don't think many other people will be on at this time of night, but that's okay. I just wanted to see if anyone was around. I've just finished watching Married at First Sight, which was very entertaining, a little sad and a little entertaining all at the same time. Do you guys watch any of that shit? You've been watching them, Julie? I'm so glad. I'm hoping to do some more international cases this time round, and then we can get a few international cases and international audience coming in. New Zealand's such a small audience, but we'll see. Oh, you catch the gossip about it? Oh, it was full on tonight, really full on. But, you know, I'd rather have drama in someone else's life than my own, right? So where are you again, Julie? I've forgotten. Did you guys did you have family up north and in the floods and stuff? Or do you know anybody up there? I can't believe the devastation. And it's really weird knowing that there is people in the North Island going through this shit and this horrible stuff, and we're down here in the South Island and like everything's going on as normal. It's really hard thinking about that. Julie says, yes, that would be good. Yes, it always makes us feel good. I'm at Russell Island now. Where's Russell Island? I have no idea where that is. Never heard of it. What do you watch on YouTube at this time of night? Because I don't know if I'm seeing all the live streams, but when I go on this time of night, there's not always a lot on to watch. You're in Queensland? Well, yeah, of course I knew that. Not. Am I going to remember that? Not. My brother and father are in Brisbane. I don't see them often. I haven't been over there since I was a kid. I remember how damn hot it was, even as a kid. but I would love to go back one day when I'm rich, which is probably never going to happen, actually, to be honest. Yeah, it is so bad what's happened in New Zealand, Julie. It's been devastating. But you guys have this sort of thing going all the time, floods and stuff over there. I'm always seeing it on the news about floods and that over where you are. Unfortunately, the North Island, where it's the worst hit at the moment, is got a really heavy rain warning again. So all that shit, all that silt that's cracked up that they're starting to try and get rid of is just going to be sludge again, which is really, really sad. Otherwise, it won't. I don't know. Otherwise, it won't. No, it will. So, what do you watch, Julie, on at this time of night? You strategically chose non-flood areas. Well, I don't know if the North Island actually thought there was such thing as non-flood areas until they got flooded. But who knows? The scary thing is, yeah, it just kept. I think like the North Island, even the Auckland region, has had 7 major weather events in the last 2 years, which is insane. And now they're starting to think of do we get these communities to move now? Some of the ones in the rural areas that have been worst hit, do they just pack up and move their whole cities and towns because they are getting impacted by these floods all the time and climate change? I mean, climate change is not going anywhere, sadly. So yeah, I guess it's a how do you have that conversation with people and tell them, pack up your whole life, pack up all your shit, go and move somewhere else. I couldn't imagine being in that position. Julie, usually chatting to friends, yes, it's easier to know when it does happen so often. Yeah, for sure, for sure. Yeah, I'm just praying for them. I did a video a couple of days ago on the people that have been lost in the cyclone, which was really, really hard to do. But I really wanted to show the rest of the world what parts of New Zealand are going through and how tough it is for them. Welcome, people coming in. We're just chewing the fat, talking about nothing in particular. So please join in. If you haven't heard, we've had some devastating cyclones here in New Zealand, or a devastating cyclone, and we've had people dead and lots of damage, and we're just sort of chatting about Mother Nature and the shit she's been throwing at us. But I don't think that's just New Zealand. It seems like Mother Nature and climate change is going on all over the world, and things are changing. And no country or anything is immune to it, unfortunately. And I'm scared that it's just going to get worse for everyone, which is quite a scary prospect because you can't do anything about it. You can't change it. You can't stop it. That really scares me, and I wonder what the future is going to be like for my kids, and God forbid I have any grandkids. Hi, Filter the Chaos. Welcome. Yeah, I hate to think what the world is going to be like for my kids and grandkids with climate change. I see more cyclones coming down this way. I mean, we're getting more snow, we're getting more rain, we're getting a bit of everything, and tornadoes. New Zealand doesn't have tornadoes, dude. We had a tornado in a flood-ravaged part of the country the other day. I mean, what else can be thrown at New Zealand, right? Usually it's the states that have the damn tornadoes, and I've always said you can keep them. Just to have to adapt and prepare. Yeah, after the earthquake here in Christchurch about 11 years ago now, I swore that I would have a pack ready to go, a grab and go pack with all the good stuff in it. I have not got a go pack. I am not prepared. I don't even have water anywhere. And every day I'm like, oh yeah, I must get onto that. Nah, still haven't done it. It's terrible. There's going to be a lot of people that are going to kick themselves in the South Island if anything happens because they're not going to be prepared. And I'm going to be one of them. Let's hope the internet stays on and I can just come and talk to you guys and I feel so much better. Hi, people coming in. Curious Kiwi, hello, it's good to see you. I'm so glad some people are around. I was so bored. You have no idea. I thought I'd just go for it, see if anyone was on, and shoot the shit. Are you safe, Kiwi? I have forgotten where you are because I have no memory whatsoever. So where are you again? It's so good to see everybody. Yes, I have no idea how much I've missed you guys. I got a full-time job. It lasted, well, I was doing sort of casual work for a while and I was just so tired. And then I got a full-time job and that lasted about 3 months. I couldn't handle the jandal. It was too much physically, it was too much mentally and emotionally. So I chucked that in and I'm having a break before I go back as a casual. With fibro and chronic fatigue, it was just way too much on me and I was having no fun. Oh, you're in the South Island as well. Awesome. Have you got, or are you prepared, Kiwi, if anything happens? Do you have water and torches and all that sort of stuff handy? Because I don't. I was just saying after the earthquake, you think that I would, but no, it's quite bad. Then I wonder over in the States with, like in, I don't know, I was going to say tornado areas if they're prepared, but then how can you be prepared for a fucking tornado, right? Looks like the scariest shit. Filter the chaos. Where are you from? I like it when I meet new people. Curious Kiwi, everything except water, but hopefully the lake water will be okay. Okay. Oh yeah, because lakes wouldn't be salt water, would they? True that. You've been told only 15 hours a week of work, but that doesn't do much for the budget. I know. And I don't actually get anything off YouTube. Like I don't have any revenue or anything like that. So yeah, I've got to go back to work. I've got to. And I'm hoping that I can find some sort of balance, working on YouTube, making the videos that I love doing, talking to you guys who I love, and getting enough work to cover the basics, including my tattoos. Because I don't know if you've seen in my last video, guys, but I've got some tattoos. Filter the chaos, you're in Tauranga. I hope you and your family are okay. Let me know. Dev, hello, good to see you. Oh, we were just talking about tornado lands. I was just saying, I haven't got a prepared kit, emergency kit. And then I said, I wonder if people over in tornado land have emergency kits. But how can you prepare for a tornado, right? I hope there's hasn't been too many where you are, Dev. And would you consider moving, or you just got used to tornado warnings and it's all good now? Or curious, I'm keeping an eye on the sky. We're meant to have a good aurora tonight. Oh, nice. Can that be seen from anywhere in New Zealand, curious, or is it just from down your neck of the woods? So pretty. Never seen aurora, but that would be awesome to see. It's probably actually quite cloudy. You're all sweet here. Oh, thank goodness, Filter. Oh, I tell you what, I've just felt so extremely bad for what some people are going through, and knowing that there's nothing to do, like nothing, no way you can help them, I guess. From down here, you just want to roll your sleeves up and get in. Not that I could probably help, but yeah, it is very sad. I thought of putting together a sort of just a video to some nice music with just pictures, like a memory sort of video about the devastation and that from the pictures that have been in the media. But it's really sad, and I don't know if people want to be reminded of the sad. And I don't want to traumatize people, I guess, as well. Like, I don't know if I was in the floods and I had been through it, if I would want it shoved in my face the whole time, Dev, you can't fool Mother Nature. If it's not one thing, it's another. I know. We're really getting it. at the moment. She's really kicking our ass. Filter, no one does well dwelling on it. Yeah, that's what I sort of think. I just don't know if it would be good for people. I mean, gosh, you get hit by the images every night in the media anyway, every morning on the media, every lunchtime, online. So it's everywhere. And I don't know if it's a good thing to re-traumatize people. I'd like to do it. Maybe leave it for a little while and do it later, perhaps. Who knows? Curious says, not sure, but definitely in the south. Oh, well, let us know if you see them. In fact, better still, Curious, take a photo or a video if you see it, because that would be rather cool. I'll share it to my channel or something. That'd be real cool. I did get your comments, Dev, on my video too. Thank you so much. You guys have been so supportive. It's really touched me how supportive you guys are. I've been through a bit of a rough time lately, but knowing that I had you guys here waiting has really made me feel better. So thank you so much for that. I'm not going to stay on long. I need to have some sleep at some stage. Hello, Griffin. Welcome. Let me know where you're from. So has everyone got work tomorrow? You poor things, since I'm not at work? Or are you going to stay up on YouTube for hours and waste time? Which sounds amazing. What is a ponder? Griffin? Do tell. Have you got anything planned for a video or any content? Well, I'm looking at a missing persons / possible murder case in the North Island in the Waikato region, which is really, really sad. But I'm hitting that that age-old problem of not much, not enough articles about things to get a good story. I think the last one I did, I had 4 articles, but they basically said the same shit in every article. There was nothing new. So it felt like I was just going over the same stuff. And I don't know how entertaining that can be. So I think I'm going to have to, unless people tell me ideas for my true crime videos and I can get family involved, I may have to start looking at more international cases to try and get more of an audience. Or am I just thinking it's just for New Zealand and I want to keep it more New Zealand? I don't know. What do you guys think? Oh, hi, Griffin. You're in Western Australia? Nice. Welcome. Remember to come outside, everyone. Remember to come outside. Huh? I'm a bit lost. I'm not sure what you're talking about. You mean like go outside? I'm not quite sure what you mean. Spread your wings, Curious says. Well, actually, I tell you what was so amazing. I was bored last night and I found a new channel, which was actually not true crime. It was one of those, those people that drive around in Bakersfield and follow the cops and that around. Oh, outside of our rooms. Absolutely, Griffin. So, yeah, I went on to this and it was just amazing. The people were so goddamn friendly. They were Americans, of course. They were so damn friendly. I think I got about 20 subs in like 3 minutes. And dude, my subs have never risen by that any time. So that was pretty cool. Filter says if it's under this label, then it could be brought into other types of mysteries. Yeah, true. Depending, I guess my favorite mysteries are missing persons for some reason. I don't know why. UFOs not my kind of thing, although I have done one video about a UFO sighting. So there is that. But perhaps other people might be interested in that sort of thing. So definitely something I can think about. I don't know about ghost stories and that. Yeah, I knew what ponder was, Griffin. I just didn't know what you were I'm talking about, that's all. I'm hoping for another game night. Ooh, what games do you play, Dev? Curious, did you follow the Nicobully case? No, actually, I haven't heard one story about that case. Isn't that strange? You think, you're on true crime and you've got everything going, all the cases that are in the news, and but no. Are you following the Alec Murdoch case? That's bizarre, and he's bizarre, and the him on the stand has been a fucking shit show. FBI, go after all the creeps in small New Zealand towns. I can't believe people put up with child abusers. Unfortunately, they are everywhere, and I've got to be very, very careful. New Zealand's a small country, and I've just got to be very, very careful. Curious says, oh my goodness, have a look at Michelle Walks. Michelle Walks? Is that like a channel? What FBI said. Yeah, I'll have to think about that. I don't know how that would translate into videos and do you know what? It would probably make me so damn sick trying to even look into that. I did do something on child murders in New Zealand because of how prevalent and it is, sadly, and it's one of New Zealand's darkest secrets, I believe. So I did do one on that, and that was damn hard, very, very hard to do. Julie, yes, your safety first, TJ. It's a bit like that, Julie, because New Zealand's such a more small space that sometimes I feel like there is bound to be people that are going to know me and figure out who I am. There's only a couple of 100,000 people here in my city, for instance, and I don't usually hide my face too much anymore. Kira says, yes, a channel. Oh, yeah. Okay, I'll write that down. Michelle Walks. I don't understand how I miss all these channels, how I don't see them. Yes, the channel has been follow the Murdoch mysteries. I've been watching that Alec on the stand, and I don't like him at all. And it is messy. It's been messy, the arguing and shit. And oh my God, what about the Idaho 4? What a tragic case that has been. So awful. I'm glad there's been a gag order on it, because there's a lot of tragedy pimps out there who have wanted and actually still make content about it when there's nothing new coming out and nothing left to say. I'm not quite sure how they can rehash it time and time and time, like every single day. There seems to be channels that seem to be rehashing this shit, and I don't get it. But they seem to draw the people in, and people seem to want to go over it every single day with no new information. But that's just my thoughts anyway. The 4 kids in Moscow, yeah, that was just tragic. Do you think that guy did it, that Koberger guy? With all the stuff that was in the probable cause affidavit, it definitely sounds like Moscow police knew what they were doing, and they had a lot of stuff in there. That makes him look very guilty, that's for sure. Hang on, got to get a water. Yes, the probable cause affidavit had a lot of information, and if that's just a tidbit of the information that they've got, or a small percentage of the information that Moscow police have got, I think that there's going to be a lot. Kira says, Ashley Banfield from News Nation has sources. I've gone off it. Yeah, I was watching News Nation because I always like Brian Enton. And then I have gone off for a bit. News Nation is one that keeps regurgitating shit time and time again with the story. How many 5-minute little clippers can you make with no information? Again. And yet there's supposed to be a gag order and nothing's supposed to be said. It boggles me. Boggles. Filter says, I did notice that lately in US media, they've gone over and over the same shit. Independence as well, but it's all people cutting, editing the same clips. That's what I mean. There's just no new information. It's just the same rehashing and rehashing and rehashing. And you can watch 20 different news places and they all say the same thing, but they've just mixed it up a little and saying shit a different way round, really. I mean, these people could be putting their time to so much more use by covering the multitude, the millions of other news stories, the missing people, the unsolved murders, the gang violence. There's so much more that US media could be covering than going over the Idaho murders every single day or 10 times a day. Ashley Banfield said they can't gag me. Oh, God. Yeah, what a tool. Fucking muppet. But, there's channels here. I won't name them, but there's channels on YouTube that I see every day, and they'll devote quite a few hours of content on this, and they can talk well about it for hours about nothing new. It's just the same old shit. Kira says, so she doesn't give a shit about the case and getting a conviction. There's a reason they put the gag order in. There is no way, if this guy is guilty, that we want him to get off from a technicality because the media has fucked something up. That would be absolutely atrocious. I've seen people moaning because there's a gag order because they want more information. You don't need more information. You're not entitled to any information, People seem to think they're entitled to know everything about a case, and no one's entitled to know anything. The police don't have to give anything. Clicks are more important to her. Yeah, sadly, I think so. I think when I got onto News Nation when they were covering the Brian Laundrie case, I think that's the first time. And I must admit, I was stuck to the box watching everything about the Brian Laundrie case. And I watched them time and time again, but it gets old when there's nothing new. In that case, it was so drawn out and there was something new all the time, so it was a bit different. I know that they have passed a law in Florida stopping all those fuckwits that go outside the houses of victims of crime or whatever, and that was after the Brian Laundrie case. I wish they would do the same thing in the rest of the country, because I'm seeing too often where a crime has happened and these tragedy pumps go running to go and stand outside and spread shit on their channel and pretend that they are doing something really good by just annoying the bejesus out of innocent people. And fuck, it makes me so angry. You've got no idea. I scream at the telly and I have to change the channel because we'll change the YouTube channel because I just get so angry. And that wouldn't fly in New Zealand. And something different, when there is a horrible tragedy in the States, I've noticed, everyone expects people to talk about it. They expect parents to talk to media. And if they don't, then it's seen as, oh, they're not talking to media, they must have something to hide. We don't expect people in New Zealand to talk about the most traumatic experiences of their lives. It just wouldn't flush, would it? It's just not going to happen. But in America, it seems like it's expected. And then if someone does go in front of the media, people pick them apart and say, oh, look, they look guilty. Look, he's not looking the right way, or his hands are in the wrong place, or did you see that little twinkle in his eye or his eyebrow move? He must be guilty. Oh. so disrespectful to the families. Dev, it absolutely is. And I'm so glad that I know a lot, and I've met over YouTube a lot of cool American people. Otherwise, I'd just say Americans were fucked, to be honest, if I just seen that. But yeah, I've met so many good people that with logic and compassion that I don't think that. But yeah, it's concerning, and it's only getting worse. And there's more and more and more channels on YouTube chasing that, or in the mainstream media chasing families to get them to say something. It it boggles my mind. It's so bad. Please go and like this stream for me, guys. Yeah, the Nicola Bulley case was a complete circus. It was in the UK. Yeah, I'm going to have to actually watch that because there's been so much talk about it, but for some reason I just never got to see about it for some reason. Yeah. But it definitely looks like an interesting case. I did see a snippet of that today, or a channel covering some of it today, and they said her phone was on the seat and yet her body was in the water or something. How she got in the water, I don't know. Curious, you seem to know a bit. How the hell did she get in the water? And it seems as though the police have said that there was no foul play. But a lot of people in the UK well, from what I was seeing on this channel that I was flicking through, that people don't believe that. Thanks, guys. I've seen those likes. It's cool. So I'm hoping you guys have made my night, because I actually felt like, oh my God, I'm going to come on here at such short notice and no one is going to be here to talk to me and I'm going to look like a complete dick. So I'm so glad you guys were here. And hopefully that means, I'll feel better about coming on more often, for sure. And maybe doing some premieres when I do release videos would be pretty cool. We can watch them together. I think that would be awesome. Yeah, it looks like she just fell in, or her dog jumped at her and she lost her balance and fell in. Yeah. Was it a big dog? What kind of dog was it? I didn't see that much. Maybe it's just people looking for, how in the Kylie Rodney case, if you guys watched that, even when it was ruled an accident, there were so many people or so many channels that didn't believe it. They were like, oh, it's not an accident. It's not an accident, So maybe it's just people thinking that, oh, no, that's too old to be an accident. And a Springer Spaniel, they're not very big though, are they? That's a bit weird. I don't know. Like I said, I haven't looked much into it, so I can't really comment too much. I tell you what, curious, I'll have to watch it in the next couple of days since I'm not working and I'm bored, and then we can have a good discussion. Yeah, it's been a Kylie Rodney repeat, right? So that people are just not expecting or suspecting that it could be an accident and they just want to sensationalize it. I seen, oh God, what was it? I flicked through the Armchair Detective, I think it was called. I've never been there before, and there was a lot of people in there, which were all on the same wavelength, as it wasn't an accident. But I didn't stay because, in my eyes, if I go into a new channel and people aren't welcoming in the chat, then I won't stay. Because for me, it's all about the chat as well, and I think that places should be friendly and welcoming. They're very excitable. Julie says accidents are always odd happenings. Well, this is true, isn't it? People looking at tragedy as entertainment. Exactly. Tragedy pimps. Cunt pimps. I shouldn't say that. Did I say that? No. It's not monetized. Thank goodness for that. Me and my potty mouth. They make me so angry, though. I could name a few, but I won't give them the bloody airtime. Horrible people. But there's a lot of tragedy pimps over there, and I'm just glad. I don't know where the line is, right? Okay, I guess if I was able to make money off my videos or people donated to me, then I'm not going to moan about it. Does that make me the same that I'm trying to profit off people's tragedies? Because that's what I do. I cover tragedies. Curious says, I'm hardly ever in chat these days. People piss me off too much. I know. But then you do find the odd channel where you go in and people are really friendly and welcoming. And I love those ones and I'll usually go back. But yeah, some they just ignore you and that really pisses me off. I think that's you think and obviously chats are like they work the way the creators tell them to work. You know what I mean? So the creators hold some responsibility, and you'd think they would want new people in the chat. Who knows? I don't understand half people in this world today, or most of them, to be honest. So what are you guys saying? Where is the line? Looking at tragedy as entertainment. Curious says, send a super chat. They're all your besties then. Oh, I know, right? Yeah, no, I'm not going to do that. There is one channel that I've really found that I really like. Now, what's it called? Dad's on a live or Dad's gone live or something like that. And a lot of those shows in America where they chase emergency services and that, I've been in there. And one of the things that's really, really got me is the way they've talked about prostitutes and homeless people and how they have spoken so badly about them and like teased about them and that when they've seen them. And as soon as I've seen that, I'm out of there. But this one that I was watching, he like gets heaps of blankets and food and he goes and hands it out to the homeless and stuff. And I'm like, oh, that is the sweetest thing. So I was really drawn to that. So actually, when I get paid, then I'm not working. It won't be a bigger one, but I will super chat because that's really, really nice. And you don't see it much these days. Everyone seems out for themselves, right? And I know it's a different culture over there. But, you know, everyone's still human at the end of the day, whether you're homeless or what you do, you know, we're all still human. And I guess it must be different. Jeff, you'd probably be able to tell us it must be different seeing as many homeless as you do over there, where it's not the hugest issue. I mean, we do have homeless people, but it's not huge. Judy Ron is excellent too. I like the factual, honest channels. Oh, hang on. I've got to let the cat in the door. Hi. What you doing? Yeah, I actually I don't know if it was Judy Ron. I thought that he exploited the Kylie Rodney case a bit after it was ruled an accident. I'm pretty sure it was his one that I watched, and um, it might be something different though. I might have mixed it up. I think Judy Ron has always got a lot of people in chat too, and it's really hard to chat. And I like to chat. Hello, dickhead. Hi. What you doing? Come here. Oh. Hang on. Look. There's all people. Say hello. What's that? Hi. Beautiful. Where you been? Been out chasing the girls? No? What are you doing, Mommy? Let me go. Oh, love you, baby. Now go on your blanket. Hang on, hang on. He sticks to the facts. Being an ex-cop, he has great skills as well. Oh, I'll have another look at him then. That's my Ronnie. I've got to remember to lock the back door, especially at night if he's outside, because he'll like jump up and pull the handles down. And I've woken up a couple of times and the back door's been wide open, which is a bit freaky. So yeah, rat bag that he is. Love my baby. Of course, if I'm that bored, I can still play fetch with the cat, you know. I like profiling evil. Mike never sensationalizes things, and I learned so much. I'm going to write that one down too. How do I not see all these channels? Profiling evil. Do you know how many hours a day actually at the moment while not working I'm spending sitting on my ass watching YouTube channels? I need to get out and do some walking, that's for sure. Otherwise, when I go back to work, I'll be rogered. Oh no, Ronnie's got a pom-pom. I'm finding he likes to play fetch with his pom-pom, but now that he is bigger, he can last for a lot longer, and my arms will get sore throwing it before he's finished. Good to see you got the tattoos done, TJ. I did. Well, I'm kind of getting done. Hang on. I'm pushing buttons that don't need to be pressed here. So I got this one. I've got to remember I'm in a mirror. So I've got to get like that coloured underneath, and then my arm is finished. I forgot how much tattoos hurt. And then I'd like to get something done on my chest and then start the other arm. But of course, for that, I've got to wait till I'm back to work because tattoos are expensive. I would hate to imagine how much I've spent on tattoos right now. Any of you guys got tattoos? I love tattoos. Ronnie, what are you doing? It's so funny seeing him run around the house with a pom-pom. No. None for you, Curious? Not a tattoo person? I don't know where I'm going to stop, really. I think because I have fibro, which is chronic pain, that when I get tattooing done, it's like a different pain that I can experience, and it takes me out of the pain that I'm suffering every single day. So it's different. But yeah, if you don't like pain, Curious, then don't do it. Although, okay, some aren't that sore. Some places are all right. But it is like an acquired taste for sure. Well, I'm going to leave it at that. Thank you so much, guys. It was awesome. I really love it how it doesn't matter how long I've been away. I can come. You've got fibro too, Curious. I'm sorry. That's tough. But yeah, since you guys are willing to come and listen to me rant, I'll definitely come back and do another live stream at some stage. And I'd love to get someone on panel to chat with me at some time. You don't have to say your face, but I reckon it would be cool for someone to get up here and chat away with me as well. Curious, thank you, honey. Julie, Dev, thank you for coming. I really appreciate it, guys. Well, I know he was here earlier, which is awesome. You guys are fucking amazing. Filter the chaos. Thank you, Griffin. Thank you. I'll see you next time. Look out for my next video, which I should be shooting tomorrow. See you later, Curious. Love you guys. See you, Dev. Bye, Julie.